Hey, we're back, and today I'm going to show you our Lego City bridges. I'm going to go over just about a little bit about how we built them, how well they kind of stand up to all the trains run over them, all of that. I'm also going to go over a little bit about how we did our elevated track. So here we go. Now, as you can tell, these train bridges are truss bridges, and one part of these that holds them together, kind of pushes them together, is these cross areas right here. And these are just regular flat pieces that go across, and we actually attached them with these little pegs. They're little shorter pegs, so they kind of stick out just enough with a little bump so that these can attach to it and just go on. And when you have these on both sides, they attach and they pull the bridge together and just kind of hold it together as far as the top goes, and then just adds more structuralness to it. And then to build the actual trusses, we use these Lego truss pieces. And then to actually attach a track to it, we'd put pegs in there, and we put one every other, so it'd be 2 for every 3 holes there are. So you'd put 2 there, like that. And then we'd use these longer black ones with holes through them. And starting from the beginning, you just go across the whole length like that. Now you would of course go across the whole length of the bridge, or however long you're building it and how many trusses you have. We're just doing a shorter scale of this. And then you take these black plates, and starting from the beginning also, we took them and we put them every three pegs. And that would give the track something kind of steady to hold on to. And of course it's going to be on both sides, so it's not just one side of the bridge that's attached to. And then your track comes in and attaches to all of that. And when it's all together and it has on both sides and it's just going all the way down, it actually holds together very well. And it's a really nice design. We really like it. It's really holding up for us as far as what we need it to. I mean, you can see the bridge does completely span itself from these points to the middle and then across the whole area down there. So it does really do well at supporting everything, and it doesn't really get phased by having a full train go across it and everything, which is really nice. It's a really strong bridge. It really works for the city, and it just looks cool too. It doesn't take that long to build. Now, building the bridge like that does work for the most part, but there are some areas, especially in the junction areas and stuff like that, where you do have to kind of get creative with it as far as how these pieces all go together. Because as you can see, there's more than just 1 every 3 spaces down here. Because it all depends on how the pieces go together. They're all going to have different lengths and stuff like that when they all eventually come to an end. So it's not going to be a perfect fit, so you're going to have to really work with it a little bit. But if you can do that, it really kind of works together. So some of the areas you do have to kind of stray away from the perfect 1 every 3 or perfect systems like that. But overall, it does keep on that very well. Now, the monorail bridge is a little easier just because the monorail track is actually already made to span certain distances, because it's mostly made to be elevated, but it's still not made to span the distance that we kind of wanted it to span, because we really wanted to not have any posts and things in this water over here. Well, we did a good job with that. We only kept it down to 1 post in the middle of the water, which is fine. But for the monorail bridge, all we really had to do is just make a really long and continuous line of this, basically, which is just a lot of these pieces back here all connected together by little pegs, and then just plating over them so it looks a little better and holds it together better. And then that just attaches to the sides of it, where you would normally just attach little filler pieces that they would give you in the monorail sets, and that really holds it together really nicely. It does kind of hold itself together without anything holding it, just because that's how the track is made, but overall it looks better with that on it, and it's just a lot stronger and a lot more reliable. And right here I'm going to show you how we actually did our elevated track, and this is just going to be a little tutorial on how to build an elevated track if you want to try one for yourself. This is the way we figured out how to do it. We figured out the best way to do it in a way that the trains could actually handle the incline without just crashing when I would be able to get up it, is to go up in in increments of one flat piece like this. So you'll start out with just one piece of track, and it'll just go down to the ground, and then it just attaches to there. So you just go up by one like that, and then you will attach the next piece to it, and you just continue to the next one. So the next one's going to be two of the flat pieces stuck together, and you can do any color you want. We just chose gray for these. And you always want to attach the track first so that you can actually attach the piece to the bottom of it. And now that you have two down there, when you get to this part, since 3 of the flat pieces equals a normal brick, instead of just trying to find all of the flat pieces, it is better as far as parts go to just use a regular brick. So you want to put a brick there and start putting your track together there. And now that you have one brick on it, you can go to one brick and one flat piece. And then you go one brick, 2 flat pieces. And eventually you get up to 2 bricks. With that. And then 2 bricks with a flat piece. And it just keeps on going up. And what we found to be the best incline as far as getting cars underneath of it and everything else is to be up about 9 of these full bricks height wise up. And as you can tell, that would take a while as far as distance goes, because this is just the distance for not even 3 bricks of height. So it would take a while. If you have the room in your city or whatever you're trying to do, you can try that and see if it works. If not, you can try other ways, maybe a steeper incline, just something. Or you can just build the bridge however tall you need it to be or however you want it to be. It's all up to you. This is just the way we found that just works every time. The trains, we never really have to worry about them not being able to make it up the hill, because if they can't make it up the hill, it's just because their batteries are dead. And our trains they're pretty heavy. Our freight train's really long, and it does it just fine. So really any trains can make this incline. It just depends on how you build it. Now you do have to kind of work with the pieces and everything. Since Lego, as you know, isn't made to go at inclines like this, the tracks don't usually fit perfectly on there. There are going to be some loose spots on there, so you just have to watch those and work with those the best you can. And really make sure wherever you're putting them, these can stay put on a base plate, because when these start moving around, it really kind of throws off the whole track, and that's just not a fun thing to deal with. If you've found any other ways to build an incline track that might work better than this, maybe the train can handle a steeper incline that you know of, let me know. I'm happy to any ideas. If you found a way to do it in a shorter distance, I know this took a mass amount of distance in our city to do an actual incline that gets to a level that we want to be at. But for us it works, for others it might not. So just let me know. And I thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see other videos, just look on our channel, and I'll see you in the next one.